questions. They can be for either Harriet or myself. Like I said, we'll only have time for 3 or 4. Actually, I'm going to grab my...
And no Gathering Storm spoiler questions.
Yes, no spoiler
Nobody can ask questions about the plot.
Yeah, did you hear? No Gathering Storm spoiler questions.
All right, so what do you guys want to know? Hit us.
All right, well, I got one.
All right.
This one's for Harriet.
Okay.
How did you come to choose Brandon?
How did I come to choose Brandon?
I was going to repeat the question, and you did it, so.
Okay, Master. In the week of Jim's, my husband's real name was James Rigney, and I do refer to him as Jim, but I mean Robert Jordan. We have names sort of the way other Charlestonians have cockroaches. A friend named Elise Matheson had come down from Minneapolis to be with me at this awful time. And one day in that week, she put a printout from the net in front of me. Elise is herself up for a World Fantasy Award this weekend as a non-professional. And she may not make it, but I think she richly deserves it. And she also loves the net. And she said, I think you need to read this. And it was Brandon's eulogy for Robert Jordan, which is a very beautiful piece of writing and full of love for the series. And I thought, man, this looks like the guy to finish it. And I called Tom Doherty, with whom I've worked for longer than all of you put together have been alive, and said, Tom, can you send me one of this guy Sanderson's books? What do you think? He said, well, he's young, he's an up-and-comer. And he sent me Mistborn. I read 45 pages, and remember what week this was in my life. I was exhausted, both physically and emotionally. I read about 45 pages and fell asleep, which was not the book's fault. In fact, when I'm reading in bed at night, I have to read until I know that the story is in good hands. And then I can turn out the light and go to sleep. Yes, somebody in the front is nodding. You know the feeling. And when I woke up, Brandon's world, his situation, his characters were all brilliantly clear and good. And I said, yes. So I called Tom and told him my sense of this. He said, this is a very important decision. Don't you think you should read the whole book first? I said, nah. If I were hiring him to write a Sanderson novel, that would be one thing. But I can see from this that he can do Jordan. And that's all I need to know. And I took advice from some other people. And then I called Brandon Sanderson, and like a fool, I didn't get his number from Tor. I got information in his town in Utah. And the first person, I said, is this the Brandon Sanderson residence? And the woman said, yes. And I said, is he at home? No. Well, may I leave a message? This is Harriet McDougal from Tor Books, and I would like to talk to him about writing a novel. And she said, what? And Brandon's town has another Brandon Sanderson. So then I got smart and called Tor and said, what's his number? And that's how it came about. And it has been a wonderful thing to be working with Brandon on this, because he's a consummate professional, as well as a damn good writer and a really nice human being.